Yo, what's up, guys? Hope you guys have been doing really well. This is section two of the beginner's guide section, right? And the previous videos, you should have learned a little bit about basic terminology. Today, we're going to be going over chart types. It's a very quick video. We don't have to go too in depth with every single chart type, but we can quickly run over it with you. And then we're going to explain the two main chart types that we are going to be using within this program and with your trading going forward. So, especially if you're a beginner, you're going to try and figure out exactly what is going on. What are these blue and black things on the chart? What is the different chart types? This is very, very important to go through um, and understand if you want to use certain types of candlesticks or chart types based on your strategy. That's also very much different. But with our strategy, we're going to be utilizing the candlesticks and a bit of the line chart too. Okay, so just to show you a little bit about what they look like. So we can look at the bar chart here. So the bar chart is quite difficult to read, just based on trying to figure out where the open is, where the close is, especially for beginners. But what we can look at here for the bar chart is the open is these little lines that are coming out of these candles, right? And the close is obviously where the area starts, right? So that's pretty straightforward. Not a chart type I definitely recommend. It is very difficult to understand. The red and green is obviously the when the candle is bearish, it is red, and the candle that is green is bullish when market is actually going up. Right. Then the candlesticks, very, very basic, straightforward understanding of what it looks like and where price actually is. You guys would have looked and understood what I'm saying here if you went through the basic terminology section. So just quickly to run through it once again, the open is a start of the candle, and the blue and black is obviously the colors that I have. So blue is bullish, black is bearish. You can change the colors to your liking. You just got to go to settings and then you got to go to symbols and change it up, right? But I like blue and black, so it really doesn't really matter at the end of the day. If we look at price here, as I was saying, the wicks is where the highest point of the in that time frame. We're currently looking at the daily time frame. So each candle represents a daily movement. Okay, so the day opened up here, closed here, the highest movement of the day, obviously pushing up to that point, and the lowest movement of the day at the bottom point there. But close is always at this area. So what you can identify is if we can see the open is bullish, right? The close is bullish. Whereas in this case and scenario, for example, if we look at this candle, the open was over here and price pushed below the open, so it ended up in a bearish momentum, and then obviously price closed at this point here. So that is very, very basic and straightforward. This is the chart type that you're going to be utilizing, so all you have to do is literally star it. Another thing we can go look into is hollow candles. It's very similar, but just not as clean. It's straightforward. It's just hollow of the candle. Then we have volume candles, but you will need to have premium for that. Then we've got the line charts. Now, the line chart is a little bit more difficult to see exactly where price has moved, but it's more of an average movement of price. So, what we like to utilize on the line chart area is basically to identify key average area price zones. So, for example, this I can mark out this high, and we'll get into support and resistance later on. I can mark out this high, and we can clearly see that price breaks through it and pulls back into it and rotates higher. So if we come back to the candlestick charts, we can see that this is where average movement of price is entering. We can see that price obviously came back down into it and then started to rotate. Jumping back one more time to the line chart, you can see that the line chart is not exactly showing where price is going because, for example, on this over here, that's where the candlesticks moved. As we can see, the candlesticks actually came down to this area. But on the line chart of average price movement, it kind of just went like that and started to rotate. But a really, really good time chart type that we like to use every single day. Definitely keep it in mind because it's going to help you in the future as well, right? So you can also go to this and star it. Then we have line markers, quite a few different types of charts. And we don't have to go through everyone. You can see it goes all the way down to ranges. The main two chart types that we're going to be utilizing is line charts and candle charts. Okay. And it's not just us, it's generally most traders too. So you can start those two, and then we can move on to the next section.